What's up, YouTube? This is my video submission for Jimmy C's 100 subs contest. And I'm going to start off right with the questions. First, I want to say, Jimmy C, I just recently subscribed to you, and I watched a bunch of your videos, and I think they're really great. You got a bunch of nice books. I think you're funny, which makes it pleasurable to watch. Thanks for running this contest, and congrats on the 100 subs. First question you ask is where I live. Right now I live in Brockton, Massachusetts, which is about a half hour outside of Boston. I'm originally from Philadelphia area. I moved up here about 5 years ago. And we'll go right to your last question since I just said that. What's my favorite sports team? I would have to say it's the Flyers. I guess you were looking for a soccer team. I'm not really into soccer, so I couldn't tell you. USA, I guess. But the Flyers are definitely my favorite sports team. Next is the origin of my name. Well, obviously there's nothing exciting about my origin of my name, but it's my name. First comic I bought. Now, this isn't the actual first comic I ever bought myself. I bought it when I was a kid, and unfortunately I got rid of all my comics when I was younger, and I guess you could say a misspent youth. But when I got back into comics, it's one of the first ones I did buy back, because it was my favorite series when I was a kid growing up. And like I said, it's the first comic book I remember actually ever owning. So it would be Primer number 2. Let me readjust this. So it'd be Primer number 2, Grendel number 1, 2, and 3. That's the series I remember reading for the very first time and actually owning the books. And this was actually one of the first books I bought when I started collecting again. This and Grendel 1, 2, and 3. I have all of them now, as far as I know, at least from the Kimiko line. I think I'm missing one from the series number 16. But other than that, I have all of them. So this is definitely the one of the first books I remember buying. Okay. The best stealth buy. I would have to say it's this one. I got it for $1. First Doomsday. I think it's worth like $60, something like that. And another one, I guess I would say, would be this one here. I don't know how much I really paid for it, but I got a stack of 100 books, and this was in them. I paid $25 for the stack. So I guess those would be two of the best stealth buys I can think of. I don't have a lot of stealth buys. I usually end up buying a lot of books online because I don't get to go out to a lot of different comic book stores and stuff like that. I got my one local comic book store I go to, and most of the time I buy a lot of stuff on eBay or through auctions and stuff like that. So I've gotten a lot of good deals through doing that, because I've learned to keep a cap on things. So, but they're not really stealth buys. So, okay. Now the worst one. Now, like I just said, I buy a lot of stuff on eBay, and there was a time when, well, for this book here, I just really wanted it, and I kept bidding, and by the time I stopped bidding, it was $250, and it's a really, really high grade of the book, but I just, when I got it, bought it, it was, it just almost made me nauseous. I paid so much for this book, but it would be the first appearance of Star-Lord. But all the hype, the price just shot out. My local store had it for, for about $100, I think. Not even a year ago, before the prices started going up and up and up and up and up, and I walked away from it because I was like, but paying $250 for this now, hopefully the movie does really well, and the investment I just put in this book doesn't just tank. But you know, I don't plan to sell any of my books, but you know, it's always nice to know that you have some kind of investment in the book, you know, in case something ever happens. But yeah, so this would definitely be my worst purchase, I think. So I mean, I like the book, but it's just the price I paid for it. I probably could have got it for cheaper. And next question, my most expensive book. Now, I'm not really sure. It's up between a few books, because I don't know. You know, prices fluctuate so much, it seems. So I want to show a couple different books, a few different books. First would be my Stan Lee signature series, Daredevil #1. Now, I know I've seen the Daredevil 4 go for $900 or so, but I've also seen one with the Stan Lee signature sell for like $1,700. So I don't know what the price is on this one. So, but I know it's up there. The next would be my Avengers #1. I guess they're around $1,500, I would say, for this grade. I'm not positive though, because I really don't keep too good of a track of how much these are all worth, because they fluctuate so much, it seems to me. And I really never plan to sell them. So this may be up there too, just because it's a 5.5. I'm not sure how much it is, but I know it's probably around 1,000 or maybe a little bit more. I don't know. So, you know, I think this might be my actual highest comic book right now. But I'm, you know, like I said in one of the videos I just posted, I'm just really surprised that this may be the highest priced book I have. So, it would be Walking Dead #1. It's in really high grade. I would say it's I mean, at least a 9.6. There's nothing wrong with it. They got tight corners and everything. So I've seen them selling online, CGC'd for, you know, for 9.8, like thousands, you know. So this may be my highest, but I'm not sure. Now, one I hope goes up in price with the movie coming out would be this one, Justice League of America #1. That's not worth a lot of money right now, maybe $800, something like that, if that. But you know, hopefully with the movie come out, hopefully this price will go up. So, and my favorite YouTuber, you know, I like a lot of people on YouTube, so I don't really want to just say my favorite, but I guess, you know, the one I enjoy watching the most, because it makes it really entertaining to watch it, and he also has a good eye for picking out the books to look out for. It would be Marcianont, you know. So I would have to say he would be the favorite YouTuber. Now, if drunk, what book would I buy? Well, I don't drink, but the book I would probably get sick over after buying and bidding on and spending a lot of money on it would be, I think it would be maybe More Fun Comics 73. That's the first Aquaman, and also I think it's the first Green Arrow. I've seen them 8,000, 10,000. That would be one. Another one, for some reason, I know a lot of people say they're holy grail. You know, the one book they would take, you know, would be like maybe Detective Comics 27, which I would love to have that too, and Superman and Action Comics. But I don't know, for some reason, I would love to have Wonder Woman #1. I don't know why. It's just that one book that always, every time I see it, I like drool. I guess that's definitely what I would, you know, regret buying, I think, in the morning. And I already said my favorite sports team, so, but thanks for having this contest, and I really enjoy your videos, and I hope you keep them coming, and thanks.